So a financial win for a client. And there's many forms of that in real estate. And I had a deal I was recently working on. We were at competition with other offers, other agents. I was representing a buyer. And so many times we've gotten so accustomed in the GTA to multiple offers, bidding on houses and so on and so forth and the like and everything that goes along with that. But sometimes when we're in a market like we're in right now in mid 2025, even though sometimes you do see a multiple offer scenario, you don't always have to put in a firm offer. And I find that so many buyers, especially first time buyers and a lot of times first time sellers, they have a little bit of trepidation about throwing in a completely firm offer. So a firm offer would be void of conditions, right? So there's no condition on finance, no condition on home inspection, no condition on lawyer review or well or septic or whatever would pertain to that particular property. And so you have to always look at the lay of the land, read the tea leaves, if you will. And so if we're in a market like this, I just did a multiple offer recently where we actually inserted our home inspection condition, we inserted our financing condition, and because in some markets you can get away with that. And so we're so accustomed to having to run blindly into a house with our check in hand. Here you go, Mr. Seller. We're ready to buy no matter what. But that's not the reality of the market that we're in. So even though we're at competition, sometimes you can actually take a step back, take a beat, still get your condition and still move forward with that deal, but you're doing it at a slower pace, more educated. You're having more control over the process rather than having to just run in blind. And so sometimes it's just a matter of speaking to the listing agent, getting that information, getting that feedback on how they're going to run the offer presentation. And they're under no obligation to give any info out to anybody unless that's been previously written that they can do that between them and their seller. But sometimes you can read between the lines a bit. And again, like I said, read the tea leaves. So financial wins for clients in real estate come in many different forms. And sometimes it's just about going into a house better educated rather than going in blindly. Tell me what you think.